Why do you come to us?
I just want to keep my family safe.
Treat them as our brothers and sisters.
If you want to live here, you have to ride.
I see you. Protect the people.
Let's get it done.
Can't believe another Avatar movie is coming out. You know what that means?
Avatar Watch.
Avatar Watch!
Shut up and take my money.
Bloobs. Bloobs.
Oh, man.
Anyway, welcome back to Clubhouse Movies Podcast. We are on Shop Talk Movie News, episode 52, and we've jumped straight into Avatar Watch. As you can see, we just saw the brand spanking new Avatar The Way of Water trailer, and man,
I am excited.
Yes.
I just watched the previous one last night, so not just watched it. Watched it probably for the 150th, 1000th time.
I don't think I've seen it that many times.
I can quote it word for word.
I also have never seen any of the extended editions. I feel kind of bad.
I only watched the extended edition. I actually have it, and it doesn't make the movie that much longer, but it gives it a lot more context.
Yeah, and James Cameron is my favorite director.
Yeah.
And
he's the best. He's James Cameron.
He raises the bar, as you may or may not know, and see the episode of South Park that we just kind of led straight into.
I've gone to 1,000 feet and I cannot see the bar.
Yeah. When it's funny when he's like, I think I found it. He's raising it. And you see everyone's like, oh my God, he's raising the bar. Oh my God, he's raising the bar. and then that's when they say, like, James, like, don't people know? Like, shouldn't they know who the hero of the world is?
How will they know what a hero you are?
James Cameron doesn't do what James Cameron does for James Cameron. James Cameron does what James Cameron does because James Cameron is James Cameron.
His name is James Cameron.
And that's when
so good.
Oh man, I love James Cameron. I saw him on Conan O'Brien when he did the first Avatar back in 2008. Oh my God, it was so
good,
so good. But anyway, I'm looking forward to it. And as we were talking about briefly, like apparently this is like a really expensive movie. According to and I'm going to quote James Cameron, The Way of Water was very expensive to make. Apparently, it's got to be a super high grossing movie.
Apparently he says it needed to, It would need to rank highly in the global box office charts just to break even. Like, oh man, in this climate, I mean, hey.
I think it will. And
I think it will.
If you re-release it a few times, which they always do.
Oh yeah, it'll do like crazy money.
Yeah. So
I'm going to be one of those idiots to watch it over and over again in theaters.
You know, I might, maybe we'll watch it twice. We'll definitely get a review when it comes out.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll try to review it as soon as we can on that.
Yeah.
One. But
we can get our media passes.
I know, right?
We'd already watched it.
Yeah. I don't think anyone's seen it.
Yeah, I know.
The only movie that had like crazy huge buzz that I remember was The Dark Knight. Like because it was done in January and like Heath Ledger like just died.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, yeah, like he's gonna win like best like actor.
Like, Oscar posthumously.
He's gonna win this posthumously. It's like no, it's because like he died and like they feel bad. Like no, trust me, see The Dark Knight when it comes out. Like
blows you away.
It will blow you away.
To this day, I will watch it and get goosebumps watching him play the Joker.
Yeah, and I really liked the Batman too. Like I really didn't have that many like. Like I didn't really have overtime moments in like other movies that I did in The Dark Knight and the Batman for some reason. Like the movie just keeps going. You think it's done, and
you're like, oh, it's still going.
It's like wait, he stole boats.
It's like what is happening?
He just kidnapped Harvey. He kidnapped Harvey Dent and Commissioner Gordon's family.
Yeah, there was like three for sure. This movie is over, and you're like, no, not again.
It's like Lord of the Rings, but like awesome. But hopefully, I know, right? It aged well. Hopefully Avatar The Way of Water is good. And I also heard that they need to make sure that Avatars 2 and 3 do well in order to see an Avatar 4 and 5.
Which is a bummer. I really hope they do well. Everybody, please watch these movies. We need to finish the quintology.
Anyway, that concludes our rendition of Avatar Watch.
Shut up and take my money. money.
I'm sure we will continue Avatar watches as time goes on.
Of course, and we rapidly approach it.
And speaking of ballooning out of budget, Fast X apparently costed $100 million more than Fast 9.
Wow.
And it's just a ballooning budget, apparently out of control.
That is crazy. And I hope Fast 10 puts me to sleep faster than Fast 9. Because holy cow, man. I think I fell asleep about 20 minutes into the Fast 9 movie.
They went to space.
Oh, right. They did go to space in a Fiero.
Ludacris and Tyrese.
It's ludicrous.
Ludacris and Tyrese went to space.
Oh, man.
Like,
that is...
They have to either fight dinosaurs, and I think I heard somewhere that the Fast and Furious and Jurassic Park universes are the same.
That just makes my next story, what I'm going to talk about, seem a lot more plausible.
Do you know what other two franchises are with a capital R connected? Can you guess? No, you can't guess.
Which? No, I can't.
The Transformers franchise.
Okay.
And Friday the 13th.
What?
True story. I'll tell you this.
That far apart. How?
Do you remember Transformers 1?
Yeah.
Shia LaBeouf had like a douchebag friend like at the very beginning. Like,
yeah.
But he was like super douchey. That is the absolute same actor, same character as he appeared in that same year's Friday the 13th reboot. So I think like in that scene, like they went somewhere, like, and he was saying like, I'm going to go somewhere. I forget like the exact what happened.
What?
But that character, if we were to follow him, he went to Camp Crystal Lake and was killed by Jason like next week.
That would be...
That is. If you want to see...
That is crazy.
If you truly, truly, truly want to see all the Transformers movies in chronological order...
Not ever again.
After the first Transformers movie, you have to watch Friday the 13th, the 2009 remake.
That is a lot.
True story.
That is a lot.
Wait. What other bit of news you thought there was pretty cool?
So what I thought was going to be more believable than Tyrese and Ludacris driving a freaking Fiero into space to attack a satellite was Blade. Do you remember Marvel's Blade, the original Blade?
Yes, Wesley Snipes, my favorite.
Yeah, so obviously we're getting a reboot. I don't know. We'll say it's a reboot, even though they may shift it to be a freaking
Requel.
Like a next... Yeah, another
variant.
A variant, we'll say. Apparently, they hired a new director. They hired Lovecraft Country director in order to shift it to a darker and grittier take. So that would be pretty cool. The director's name is Bassam Tariq. So I really hope this actually starts to happen because apparently, I think we last reported a few weeks ago that the movie was on pause because of the director. And now we have a new director. So I don't know if that means they're going to reshoot if they shot anything at all. So I'm just really hoping this doesn't go the way of Blade 2 and 3.
Okay, Blade 2 was good.
It was all right.
Do you know who directed Blade 2?
No.
Guillermo del Toro.
Okay.
Blade 2 was good. I like Blade 2.
I just like the first one. I like the first take on the story.
Yeah, Blade 1 was really good. I liked Blade 2, but Blade 3, blah. Hang on. So I got like weird swings in news here.
All right.
Let's start with some happy news.
Okay.
There are from Empire Magazine's images from the new Indiana Jones movie, Indiana Jones 5. He's on the cover, looking cool,
okay,
and old.
Oh yeah,
and,
old.
Yeah, and they said that he will be de-aged for part of the movie to have fought Nazis shortly after Indiana Jones, the few movies. So there will be a young Indiana Jones doing Indiana Jones stuff.
Oh man!
It will take place in 1944. This de-aged scene.
Okay.
Escape from a Nazi cat, dude. What if he does like Escape from Wolfenstein? Like
that would be dope.
Yeah,
that would be super cool.
Him and his whip and like stealing.
I need to start watching these Indiana Jones movies again.
Yeah,
I have them on tap.
Did you know that? Or can you guess? You probably can. What Steven Spielberg's least favorite Indiana Jones movie is?
I can't.
Temple of Doom. He said it was
really
a dark place, but I like Temple of Doom.
I did too.
That was a good
I would have
one.
never guessed.
Yeah.
Even if I guessed, I would have been correct.
Crystal Skull was like kind of bad.
Yeah, that's why I was like, please say Crystal Skull.
Sorry guys, but like, you know, it's fun.
Like you watch it to just watch it to understand like where they're going.
But
so
it was kind of bad.
Kind
of bad.
Like I'll watch it. I've actually tried watching it again. Like, you know, when I first saw this movie, I was young and dumb and full of like life.
Well, James Mangold is directing Indy 5, which is, by the way, not named. So it comes out next year. We don't know what Indiana Jones and the blankety blank blank. We don't know what it's called.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones and the de-age machine.
It's going to be Indy. That's it.
Actually, if he's being
like
de-aged,
Seal.
maybe like it's going to be Indiana Jones and the Fountain of Youth or something.
Oh,
like that.
finally.
What other untold treasures are there in the universe?
I don't know.
Okay. Indiana Jones, the Fountain of the Youth. Indiana Jones, the Lost City of Atlantis. Indiana Jones and are there any other like lost?
Indiana Jones meets Namor.
Yeah. Indiana Jones.
I mean, they may have crossed paths. You don't know. You don't know.
So it's either Atlantis or the Fountain of the Youth. Or are there any other like religious like icons or anything that like we're waiting for? I don't know. Anyway, that is happening, and then I have another kind of weird one. Did you know? And I knew this. I mean, I've reported on it. But maybe we didn't read it. Margot Robbie was gonna do a Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
I did. I felt like we reported on that a long time ago, and I feel like I reported that it was off and on, but I just was like, you know what? We'll leave it up to the ether.
Official news is it's dead. And Margot Robbie is quoted to say, I guess they don't want to do it.
Well, there you have it, people.
Yeah, well, there you have it. Johnny Depp, welcome back to the ship.
There, exactly. Disney's like, we have the money. Mm-hmm. He's like, I'm drunk. Yeah. I have a mega pint.
And a turd.
A mega pint of wine.
Yeah.
Well, moving on to some more somber news. Crips. This is Crips. Whoops. Chris Hemsworth apparently is going to be taking a break from acting following an Alzheimer's revelation. So apparently he was, I don't know if you know, he does this show Limitless, but he learned during an episode of National Geographic's Limitless that he possesses 2 copies of the APOE4 gene, one from both parents, which I guess lead to a greater increase in his chance to actually get Alzheimer's. So in response, he just says, he's quoting as, I'm going home and I'm going to have a good chunk of time off and just simplify. Be with the kids, be with my wife. That's like, oh man, Thor's
just taking he's just taking a break.
Taking a break. But
hey, I got some, how many more stories you got?
I got a few, man. I got a few.
Okay. Cause I got I got a sad one.
Yeah.
Here, we'll start with the sad one. Power Rangers Jason David Frank, death by suicide at 49.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I think that hit me harder than Kevin Conroy dying, because to me, like, they both came on right after another, but like I think like he played Tommy the Green Ranger and Tommy the White Ranger. He was like the best Power Ranger. You know? And I don't know what he did it, but we were actually talking about him that day, which is creepy because like when Kevin Conroy died, I'm like, it'd be like Tommy dying, and the guy's an MMA fighter.
Like he was a fit dude from like, I have a friend who recently just met him again. Like he's a big Power Ranger fan, and he goes to all these conventions, and apparently he has this rule where he will stay until the last fan is signed. He will meet everyone. Like he will go out of his way to make sure he has met you. And it's just like, oh man.
He seemed like a good dude. And then like I just found a Twitter from Bruce Campbell, like, you know, the other coolest actor in the world, saying like he was a cool like convention buddy.
Yeah.
They smoke cigars together.
Yeah. So what I want to say is, and this is this is totally off topic. It's on topic, but it's very serious. So if you do have any issues with this, I wholly support you call the 988 number. This is the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. You're not alone. Someone is there to listen to you. Believe me, I have friends that have joined this thing and answer your calls. So if you have any issues like that ever, please do call it, because men, unfortunately, are more likely to commit suicide than women when given the chance. So please dial 988. Make sure you do that.
Yes. And there's actually a few sad stories.
Yeah,
that I got coming up. But yeah, why don't you take a break and see what's?
Yeah, so I'm gonna make it a little. I'm gonna try to swing to a little happier note here before we swing right back to the other side of this pendulum. This is breaking news. This broke pretty quick a couple days ago. Is Walt Disney apparently the Walt Disney Company fired Bob Chapek, and effective immediately has made Bob Iger CEO. So they brought him out of retirement for 2 years. He has 2 years to do his thing.
Set the ship right.
Yes, set the ship right. Probably groom another CEO. People are assuming, and I'm pretty well into the Disney verse with all these people and all the business and all this stuff. Everyone is assuming it will be Josh D'Amaro, who is, I believe, the president of Walt Disney World currently. He's very likable. I've actually met the guy. My wife and I actually were having dinner with the kids at Downtown Disney, and he was sitting right next to us at just like what was this place? Ballast Point Brewery, just in Downtown Disney. He's just a normal dude that just hangs out doing normal dude things. And this guy, we're hoping, might be the next CEO of Disney in just a few years.
Yeah, Disney kind of like we saw Hocus Pocus too. We didn't like it.
Oof.
It was
Pinocchio was a bust.
Pinocchio was broken, and like they
a few others. There was a few others in there that we've reviewed that were Chippendale Rescue Rangers, not a thing.
Yeah.
Whoa,
dude.
Hard record scratch on that one.
Woof.
Like that movie hit, and we were just like, you just bastardized the franchise.
Right?
It was terrible. Terrible.
But yeah, Bob Iger, like
so good news. This guy who did a lot of good things for Disney, hopefully he does better things.
He gave them
Disney
Star Wars and Marvel, and so
and
they dropped the
and
ball.
Fox
and Fox.
Fox. He bought another corporation.
Yeah, he ate the giant whale.
Yeah.
Another person who is retiring from acting, Gary Oldman.
Yes, I read that today. I'm like, not the
Commissioner Gordon. He played Dracula.
Yes,
he was the.
He also
best.
came out in what was that movie? Oh my god,
like which one was it? Air Force One?
Every other freaking movie, but the one
Planet
with
of the Apes.
Not Planet.
No, I'm serious.
No, I know he came out all these things. Not Planet of the Apes. Oh my god, what was that movie with Bruce Willis and
Hannibal?
No, they were in space. Like it's Bruce Willis, Mia Jovovich. I can't remember.
Fifth Element.
Gary freaking Oldman, Mr. Fifth Element himself, just stealing the show.
Yeah.
Can you believe it?
It's so sad.
It's super sad.
I don't know why.
Apparently he's currently he's on a show for Apple Plus. I forget what the name of the show is, but yeah, he's currently filming a show. So we don't know if this is going to be his last show. And I do have I believe I took a screenshot of this and somehow lost it. Oh, here we go. So yeah, the show it's Apple TV Plus's show, Slow Horses. So it just finished filming, I guess, one season. It's rumored to been approved already for 2 more seasons. So no one knows if he is going out after season 1, or he's just, once he's done doing this, he's gonna go and enjoy life as an old man.
And if you like Gary, he was also I think he was in the
Harry Potter franchise.
Yes,
Sirius Black.
He was also the one in JFK. I think he was who the guy who shot Kennedy. Forgot his name.
Oh,
the Harvey Oswald.
Yeah, I think so.
I think that was his first movie.
Wow.
Yeah, he's been around, and every time I see him, like because I mentioned Hannibal, he was the man with no face, and he wasn't credited as Mason Verger, the man who fed his face to the dogs.
That's crazy.
Hannibal in the book said he made him eat his own nose. He was high in angel dust. It seemed like a good idea at the time.
Craziness.
Yeah.
Craziness.
So yeah, Gary Oldman, man.
Well, I'm going to swing back to, I guess I'm going to go right to the middle of this one. So because I mentioned he was Sirius Black in Harry Potter, apparently, I can't believe I forgot to mention this last Shop Talk, was the guy who does the voice for the Sorting Hat. His name is Leslie Phillips. He passed away. I mean, he was 98 years old, so he had a good life acting and doing all that stuff, but that was a Sorting Hat. If you watched any of the Harry Potter, it was pretty good hearing that guy's voice assigning people to their houses. So he will be missed, and I will hear him every time I put these movies on.
Yeah. With the Sorting Hat?
Yeah.
Who was his name?
God, Leslie, my goodness, give me a moment. I never remember last names. Leslie Phillips.
Leslie Phillips. Oh, yeah, these people will be missed.
Yeah. Another death on here, my goodness.
Who is it?
It doesn't stop. So So if you guys remember the movie The Terminal, where
I read this one.
Yeah, we forgot to report on this one too. I think we were a little busy. Tom Hanks played this character, this guy who's a real life guy,
real refugee.
A real refugee who lived in the I'm gonna butcher this name, Charles de Gaulle Airport. Mm-hmm. He lived in the airport for 18 years. He's an Iranian refugee. He inspired The Terminal. He died inside the Paris airport. Apparently, he had some kind of a cardiac arrest happen. So, hey, he inspired a movie. That's something.
And I have another bit of sad news.
All right.
I don't know how they're going to do it.
I'm going to end it on a high note if that's all you got.
Okay. Well, I saw something like, Ellen Pompeo is saying goodbye to Grey's Anatomy after 19 seasons.
Yeah. That's a long time.
I know, and sometimes I'd watch like the newer ones, and then I would go back to like the first one. Man, she was so young.
Yeah, but she still looked old. Like my wife loves this show, so when she's done watching the new episodes, sometimes the old episodes will start playing again. And just a few days ago, season 1, episode 4 started playing, and I'm like, "Holy crap!" Ellen Pompeo looked young and old at the same time.
Pop quiz: what movie was Ellen Pompeo the love interest in? When starring Luke Wilson and Owen Wilson. Luke Wilson and Will Ferrell. Luke Wilson, Will Ferrell.
Oh my God.
Trust me.
Oh my God. What's the
Here's a hint. Look at the recording device, the strap. I always say it when I like put that on there. What do I say?
What do you say?
Say, "You're my boy, Blue. You're my boy, Blue."
Oh my God, I cannot remember the name of
"You're my boy, Blue."
I know which movie this is. Oh no. No.
Women, motherfuckers.
No, I don't know this. You gotta tell me. I can't remember the
Old School.
Damn it. I knew it was Old School. I'm just like, what is the name?
But dude, Grey's Anatomy, like her character
it's an establishment, man. It's
Meredith Grey. Okay, I wrote it down. So she survived an airplane crash. Right? The character. She survived an active shooter. Her husband died in a car accident.
McDreamy.
Yeah. And she also survived terrorist attack in a high-rise building. She fought aliens on Independence Day. Oh my God. And she was on a bus that had to stay above 50.
Wait, she really was in those movies?
And she was a Vietnam War refugee who came back to the city and they didn't want her there. So they had to rush her out. Maybe I'm getting these confused with other movies.
Probably, man. Dang.
But I'm just saying, if you've ever seen Grey's Anatomy, man, that woman and her, I would have quit that place a long time ago. She got into a lot of trouble there.
Yeah, she's a lot to handle.
Yeah, woof.
No thanks.
Yeah.
Speaking of things finally coming to a culmination of good stuff. Hard transition.
You know, Chris O'Donnell was a love interest. He was
I know, he was
a
in
veterinarian
there.
in Grey's Anatomy.
Wasn't he? What else did he play?
Chris O'Donnell was Robin.
There we go. Okay, I was
Batman
like,
in the Joel Schumacher. Oh my God.
Damn it, Robin.
I'm so mad.
Yeah,
it's
too much.
You know how like the Spotify and like all these, like I have Google Music or whatever, and they play like playlists just based on what you're listening to.
Sure, yeah.
The new recording of like the Phantom of the Opera came on, like the 2022 like cast recording came on, and it was like so good. And I realized like why don't I listen to Phantom of the Opera anymore? Because freaking Joel Schumacher ruined the Phantom of the Opera for me for like decades.
And now
I'm like, I remember like
now you're like, I need to go watch the play before it gets taken off of Broadway and brought to a Fathom event near you.
You're invited.
Not me specifically, but you.
You're invited right out between Breakfast at Tiffany's and the Met.
And it starts at 11:38
and Nutcracker
for whatever reason.
And Nutcracker at the Met.
Nutcracker at the Met. Get your tickets now before they sell it to no one.
I know.
And they're digital anyway.
We have the advertising budget of $15, and somehow we scored Kevin Smith, Clerks 4. The clerkening.
Clerkening. No one wanted to see it. Oh man, forgot it existed. Oh man.
Events. Be there or be square.
Or live, do something else. I don't know. Go have ice cream.
Or go see a real movie.
Yeah. Speaking of real accomplishments, Ash Ketchum is finally finally become the world's greatest Pokemon trainer. He is the 25-year-old 10-year-old. So he is finally, after 25 years, it's been 30 years. He is finally the greatest Pokemon trainer alive.
Did you ever catch Mewtwo? Is Mewtwo still the most powerful Pokemon?
I don't know, man. There's so many Pokemons. So many. I love Pokemon. I tried getting into the most, like, not the latest game, but I guess a few games ago. Yeah, it's on my Switch somewhere. I don't know what's happening to it, but, you know, there's Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing.
Another good one that has no point. And as a growing adult, I have no time for games that actually have a point.
All right, well, anyway. Fathom Events coming soon. The Chosen, Season 3, Episodes 1 and 2.
No,
see it in theaters. November 20.
Shut up and take my money.
22nd to 23rd. Also, it's Christmas again, November 29th. One night only. And don't miss Portrait of a Queen, November 30th. Oh, I know you've been wanting to see Portrait of a Queen. In December, on Fathom Events, we have I Heard the Bells, December 1st. Oh, no. No. You want to see the first set? You can see the second, the third. I see a theme. Oh, my God. Have you seen the Magic Flute, December 3rd? The Magic Flute. Hey, guess what? It's been 40 years.
Tell me.
December 4th, The Dark Crystal returns. The anniversary re-release of The Dark Crystal. And just in case you missed it, I Heard the Bells, December 4th, coming back. Hey, man, you know who the Man in Black is?
No, I don't know.
Johnny Cash, December 5th, The Redemption of an American Icon. He heard the burning rings of fire. And in case you missed it,
Sorry you were having trouble. Please try again later. Goodbye.
I Heard the Bells, December 5th.
I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet.
Hey, you know how you get to Carnegie Hall?
How?
Practice, Broadway Rising, December 5th. Just in case you missed it, December 6th, Johnny Cash, Redemption of an American Icon. And then, hey, guess what?
Tell me.
In case you missed it, I Heard the Bells, December 6th. Can't miss it. Want to see it again? December 6th, I Heard the Bells. Yep, and you know what? December 6th?
What's up?
Evangelitron 3.0.
Evangelitron?
I'm serious. Evangelitron 3.0 plus... Wait, Evangelitron 3.0 plus 1.01. Thrice upon its time. And just in case you missed it, December 7th, Johnny Cash, Man in Black,
take my
Redemption of an Icon. And you know what? 40 years later.
Tell me.
Just in case you missed it all ththese times, December 7th, G-Day, Dark Crystal 40th year anniversary. And just in case you missed it, December 7th and the 8th, I Heard the Bells.
Oh, God.
Just in case you missed it.
Just in case you missed it. And that is the Fathom Events right next to you.
Shut up and take my money.
I guess we're back.
Evangelitron 3.0, 3.1. Thrice. Thrice. Wouldn't have been 4, though, with 3 plus 1. Oh, one more.
Fatality.
Just in case. 40th anniversary. Guess what movie?
I have no idea. Tell me.
Conan O'Brien. No. Conan the Barbarian. Conan the Barbarian, 40th anniversary, back in theaters.
This is Conan O'Brien.
Oh my God. My favorite old YouTube thing was Arnold Schwarzenegger doing the Conan the Barbarian.
Oh my God.
But it was a glow stick. Anyway, that has been Shop Talk Movie.
Yeah.
Our 52nd installment.
52nd or something like that.
I don't know.
We're entering the mid-50s.
I'm on no sleep. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that bell notification. Do what you can. Check us out. We'll catch you next time.